Hey everybody, I got a couple requests for people to see how I source items from Liquidation. So I wanted to kind of show you how I do it and give you a couple real world examples of what I look for and how I do it. So, sorry, when I first start out, I knew I liked electronics. So I started off and I just did consumer electronics. So what I did is I browsed to the category, consumer electronics, as I learned that I personally only buy from source from Liquidation. I knew that's kind of the only person I would use at the moment, the seller I would use at the moment, so I stuck with them. And what I did is kind of for my other videos, I look at these I look at the photo, and usually they list the high price items right in the title. So right off the bat, as I'm looking through this, I know these Xbox headphones, if they work, go for a lot. I see a Bluetooth speaker in here, Beats Studio. So let's look at this one. So the first way I'm going to show you is just browsing through categories and how I look for things. So look at the photos. I'll see its returns. I will see where it's coming out of. Now, given that I'm in Ohio, I know Indiana is going to be cheaper shipping for me. I look at the pounds per lot, and I'll look at the manifest, and I'll get a quote. So first, let's say I want this item. What I will do is I will go to this section, and I'll click Shipping Details. And again, it gives you your total weight, your minimum, and then you can arrange your own shipping. I've never done that, but just for the sake of what they're going to charge me, I hit Get Quote. I will then input my postal code, and we'll click Calculate Shipping. And it tells me I'm going to hit the minimum, so this auction is going to be 40 bucks shipping in addition to the bid price. So let's look at this one. So I know anything I bid on, it'll be whatever that plus 40 bucks. So right now this is a $200 auction. I look at the photos. Usually the photos aren't too good. I see possibly an iPad, the Apple keyboard. Here's the Xbox headphones. Those are in the box, so that's good. And then the last thing I do is I'll click on the manifest. So this is key. So this is a headphone bot, so I know these kind of be tricky. I'm assuming they're not going to work. So you got to take that into account. You got to assume your items will not work in a return lot. So what I'll do, let's say I'm just starting out and I have no idea what these things are going to sell for. So what I do is I'll take these Beats Studio 2.0 wired over the ear headphones. I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to go to eBay. And I'm going to paste that in here. I'm going to put wired, because there's wired list too. So, given these brand new ones, still in the plastic, are selling for 100, 120 bucks. These used ones, $100. Now again, this is what they're listed for. So assuming I have no idea what these are going to sell for, I would then go to sold listings. Click sold, and it's going to show me what they sold for. 100 bucks. The brand new ones are 100 bucks. Now we're going to assume they're not going to work. So another thing you'll look for is for parts not working. So granted, these ones don't work. 27 bucks, 40 bucks. So let's assume we're going to get 25 to 30 bucks. So as we look through our auctions, we're going to kind of put prices on what we'll think we're going to get. So for example, these are 30 bucks, 35 bucks. And you also got to take out eBay fees and PayPal fees, so we're going to be conservative. Let's say we're going to get $30 for all of these, so we start adding them up. And to get $200 on this auction is going to be tough. And these things probably go for $10, $10, $15. So you have to go through each one of these light items and kind of add in your head or add in your sheet if you think you get it. So for me, I would pass in this auction. Now, if this auction were to come down and maybe start at $100, then I might touch it. So when I started out, that's what I would do. I would go through each lot on a generic category search and pull stuff back. So that's how I started. Now after I started winning auctions and I started selling things, I knew what would sell. So as I said in my other videos, Wi-Fi extenders. I love Wi-Fi extenders. Those things sell. 9 times out of 10 they will power up and they will be great. So look at this, $150 out of Vegas, and that's going to be a little, and it's from Amazon, so this is key. This is something I would look at. So looking at this one, the pictures, nothing too bad. Let's look at now Vegas. Now it's $46. Shipping is going to probably be, I'm going to guess, $50, $60. Do get quote. Now, it's always imperative you check get quote because sometimes shipping can get as high as $200 depending on where you live. So before you bid, always understand what your shipping is going to be. There you go. Wow, $86. So I know right off the bat, I'm $86 in the hole. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the manifest and see what we have. Suppose, manifest. No idea what this is. So usually the high price items, again, I'll copy it, go to eBay. Oops. Let's check it out. Sold items, so it's all over the place, but not many have sold. So that right there is a risk. These Turtle Beaches, X07s, I can't remember those. Blue Buds, I've never had a pair of Blue Buds that worked. So then that's a risk. Gaming mouse, $30 maybe. These Dual Shock 4s, those go for $40. Now granted, I'm giving these prices assuming they work. So again, this one's a risk. Yep, this one I'm going to stay with. But there's my Wi-Fi extender. That'll sell $24 every day. So I'll stay away from that one. Other things I like, so 3M work tunes, Bluetooth. You could get in electronics, you could say electronics, or this could take you into a tool lot. So these things work. I've had one pair that haven't worked, actually 2. I sold a bunch. So looking at these, and I'm looking now at the, again at the titles. Now these JBL speakers, I like those a lot. They sell a lot, working or non-working. So I'm going to be inclined to click on this one. There you go. So there's my 3 work tunes. Coming out of Indiana, 25 pounds. This is perfect. So granted, I know this lot, I won't check shipping because I know that it won't be too high. So click on manifest. Let's check it out. GPS golf watch. Okay. Again, let's check this out. A lot of times they'll put things as being higher value than what they are. So if it looks suspicious, just give it a check. There you go, $100 at least, bands and all that. So that's a good one. So let's look at this one. $100. These sell for a lot. Charge 2s, 3M work tunes. That's $50, $60, $30. All right, this is a good one. So this one I will bid on, and this one ends in a day, 19 hours. So I'll bid on this. Granted, it'll probably go higher than this because there's a day and 20 hours left. It will tell me I am the high bidder. So let's take 150 plus 40. Let's say it's 40 minimum. So right now I'm sitting at 190 bucks, plus the 8% and 2% that they apply to it after the fact. So there's a little extra fees on there. So let's say we're sitting, I don't know, make just above 200 bucks. So right now that's something I would look at. So that's how I use the search to look for specific items. Pokemon Go bracelets. So you search specific items, and now I'm getting the toy lot. So that's how I use liquidation. That's kind of how I source. That's how we'll see if I win this one lot. You guys watch along, and I'll post some more sourcing videos how I shop on liquidation.com. Thanks.